Tomorrow is WWE Survivor Series, and it looks like WWE has a lot of massive plans and tricks up their sleeve. We're going to talk about it in today's video. Don't forget, we're giving away this championship belt once we hit 100,000 subscribers. All right, guys, before we could talk about the returns and the teases and all the things that WWE may be planning, I want to talk a little bit about AEW All In 2024 because there is a massive change that is happening to the event, and I want to show you guys right here on the Angle Show. This right here is the seating map for AEW All In 2024, and as you can tell, there is a massive difference. If you take a look at the West stand, it's all grayed out, and that is because AEW currently does not have plans to sell tickets for that part of the stadium, unlike last year, or technically this year, and that is because AEW will be introducing a new stage design for the AEW All In pay-per-view. Now, if you guys follow me on X, then you know I was very vocal about the fact that AEW's first massive stadium show had a very minimalistic and slightly underwhelming stage. And that was something I felt that was very odd because AEW All In has the potential to become AEW's WrestleMania, which obviously WrestleMania is all about the grand stages. Tony Khan is rich as hell. I thought it was just kind of lousy and lazy for the fact that they just came out with a very simple entrance stage. Now, with that being said, part of the sacrifice when you're doing a massive stage is that you're not able to sell as many tickets because it obviously blocks the view. So I'm actually in favor of this because, one, it is going to make AEW All In look like a much bigger deal than it actually is, and it is obviously a big deal. But the idea of having a bigger stage is going to be very complementary to the magnitude of the event. So if you're calling me an AEW hater, you just need to realize that selling less tickets in this case is not actually a bad thing. And they can always open up more seating later on. We just saw WWE do this with Survivor Series. The demand was there. It forced them to open up more tickets. And with production changes and obviously implementing that major stage, you can expect at some point before All In goes on the air, AEW will open up more tickets. So this is a good thing. I really can't see anything wrong with it. But yes, the sacrifice of doing a much bigger stage is going to obviously eliminate some possible ticket sales. Does Tony Khan not have the confidence? That's the real question here. Does he not have the confidence that he could sell it out again? No. I don't think that's the case. It's all about the production. You got to make it seem even bigger and better than the previous one. And if AEW is smart, All In 2024, it should be with NJPW, TNA, MLW, NWA, AAA, CMLL. Get every company in there, regardless of the politics and the bullshit that's involved in the wrestling industry. Get them out there. Make All In what Forbidden Door should have been, which is a massive stadium show with all of the other companies that aren't WWE. And if you do something like that for AEW All In, it would be massive. That's what All In was all about. It was all about bringing people together from different companies. And now that it's under the AEW umbrella, I want to see that become the case. I want to turn our attention to Authors of Pain and another WWE tag team that is expected to be on TV soon. WrestleVotes put out a tweet saying, "I'm told the Survivor Series official event program features two notable teams, one of them being Gallus, as no other NXT group or superstar is included. The other noteworthy team included in the program is Akam and Razar, formerly known as the Authors of Pain. Seems both could be headed to TV shortly." Now, a Twitter user, or X-user, named Nathan responded to the tweet saying, "Just to be clear, you mean like the big program sold at every show with a roster in it, but with the Survivor Series cover." And WrestleVotes did confirm that is correct. We know AOP has been signed to the company for a while. There was rumors and stuff that they were going to NXT. They haven't been on NXT. We have seen Gallus completely take over on WWE NXT. They have been absolutely incredible in NXT since they arrived from NXT UK. And now WWE putting both teams on this particular resource for fans in attendance of Survivor Series tells me one of two things. Yes, they could very well be on TV soon, or two, they could very well be at Survivor Series War Games. And that right there is truly exciting because, as you know, WWE bringing surprises, bringing that element of, holy shit, I cannot believe that just happened. It's a really good way to keep people intrigued because you never know when it's going to happen. We have seen time and time again in pro wrestling, surprises get leaked. Surprises have been, a little underwhelming. This is one of those scenarios where this could be the type of stuff that WWE should do time and time again. Yes, you don't need everything to be a surprise because too many surprises could actually hurt, but the idea of having surprises from here and there, it definitely helps the product. And when I look at AOP and Gallus, these are two heavy-hitting tag teams. WWE is trying to push that tag team division again. We might be getting those tag team titles split again. I want them on TV, man. I want to see these guys on TV. I want to see what they can do. But most importantly, it's important that WWE does it the right way. And it's interesting that WWE has yet to confirm that Authors of Pain specifically have been signed to the company. So to have, technically speaking, according to the public eye, an unsigned tag team on the resources there, it's crazy. So hopefully this leads to some good stuff at Survivor Series. If not Survivor Series, keep in mind we got SmackDown, Raw. There's so much happening right now, and it's super exciting. But that actually is going to lead us to our final topic of today's video, guys. And we're going to talk about it right here. Sasha Banks, is she coming back to WWE? If you asked me a day ago, I would have said Sasha Banks, Mercedes Mone, going to AEW, going to TNA, going to New Japan, doing the world tour makes a lot of sense. We know Tony Khan has talked about having talks with Mercedes. They put Mercedes on TV at All In. And I kind of feel like it would be a very big mistake for Tony Khan to do that if he didn't actually have plans or dates booked for Mercedes to come back. Now, keep in mind, Mercedes has been injured and technically has not been cleared. But today, Bayley posted this. She posted this on Instagram on her story, and it's a picture of her, Asuka, Kairi Sane, and Sasha Banks. And she says, I've always got a plan. Now, this is a very intriguing post for a variety of reasons because technically speaking, Sasha Banks could potentially show up. Now, we got to remember a couple things here. With WWE and kind of everything that they've been doing as of late, we know that they announced Randy Orton. We know we've seen the CM Punk teases. But Sasha Banks being injured and then coming back randomly like this, the wrestling fans on the internet know that she hasn't been cleared. Wrestling fans on the internet know that she has some sort of communications with Tony Khan and AEW because they've, one, shown her on TV, and two, they have openly talked about it. So if WWE were to snag Mercedes without anybody leaking it prior, that is a remarkable achievement. And look, I have a very strong feeling. Survivor Series is making history. It's outselling WrestleMania 22 in the same arena. When I see something like this, WWE's got a lot of tricks up their sleeve. It's very clear. Now Bayley's posting this. Who knows what's going to happen? But guys, I want to hear from you. Let me know. Don't forget I'm giving away this championship belt at 100,000 subscribers.